I deal with my addiction to creativity every day. I called it a monster the other day, and a national comedian, said, "You called your creativity a monster? Really?" And I came back and said, "Do you not think it is? Because I always feel like that it's beating me up. It's always wanting something right now when the rest of my body says, no, I'm tired." The comedian says, "I see what you mean. It is an addiction, isn't it?" Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. Wow, what a week it's been, and it's still going on. I am not expected to come off the road for 4 more days. I've had 2 huge lectures. I've had 2 performances, live performances, plus everything else that's a part of the plan. And I would love to do a lecture one day on how you can become deeply dedicated into your process and not worry about the hands on the clock. Because that's it. You know, I work with people, and I have people beside me at all times. They're always looking at their watches. They're always going, "Oh my God, I don't want to be here." And it's like, how can you get into the mind, body, and soul of another who doesn't believe and trust in the process of building success? Success has to be built. It doesn't just happen. I mean, even if we had enough hours in the day to get stuff done, would it be the right stuff that we would be doing? I mean, life seems to be a series of echoes, to be part of moments already put into action. Your daily goal should be to reach outward to maintain focus on the development of process and not recess. Sure, I believe that we need to rest and we need to have time to play around, but where we tend to fall off the path is during the discovery of other opportunities. And we are living that big time right now. It's called the Great Resignation. The idea of being loyal to building a business is now determined by what another company is willing to offer you. I have fallen witness to many departures only to see team players come on back. They do. They come on back. That's what I mean by the echo. Starting right where you left off, furthering a period of no growth, which doesn't always fit well inside the human ego. I coulda, I shoulda, I woulda, if only I had. The daily discipline is to do all you can to stop looking back. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. I am aware. And that's the message, becoming aware of what you are doing, what you're staring at, what you're building with, what you're not building with. It's awareness of self, which isn't conceited, because before you can recognize anything else, you have to recognize yourself. Who is that person in the mirror? And why do they look the way they do? They look tired. They look beat up. They don't want to do. I understand. But are you asking the questions that will help you build a process of success? This is The Daily Mess. Starting a page of thought must have feelings from the heart. It must have fuel. You can pretend all you want, but the vision of the heart cannot be stolen. It can be changed and influenced to walk a different way, but what you have physically planted as a seed inside your heart will always have roots. How the seed grows depends on the circumstances lived out by other decision makers and designers. Whose career are you really living out? Yours or theirs? And you wonder why the Great Resignation revitalized the American dream. The media took the angle of businesses. Oh, they're suffering. Poor, pitiful businesses. What will businesses do during the Great Resignation? See, here's the thing. It's always been about the bottom line. I totally get that. Technology has saved a lot of money for many companies. The companies have cut back. They've let go of people. The Great Resignation is because people are saying, stop it. Stop it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. You have no loyalty in us. Why should we have loyalty in you? The world woke up in March of 2020. While the COVID virus was shutting us down, the real message shared was, look, you've got what it takes to build your success. But you're going to have to face the challenges and the changes. And you're going to have to realize that you do have more. But what are you going to do with it? How are you going to sell it? How are you going to make money off from it? You still have the seeds inside your heart. What's keeping you from letting the sunshine reach those seeds? What are you willing to sacrifice, and where do you find the courage to sacrifice? It's a tough battle. It's a long walk. Your eyes are going to look like that you have been beaten up in a boxing match. But those seeds inside your heart are as vibrant as the day you put them in there. Get to them and allow them to grow, to fruit, to set free other seeds so that others can find the same walk and way. I'm Arroe, and that's the Daily Mess.